Minstrel, I hate it that you're always singing songs about how stupid I am. And I hate how I have to rhyme all the time. Actually, I love rhyming. Hi, I'm Darren, these are my hands, and this is GrooTube, where we appreciate the art of Aragonés. Today, we're going to appreciate the art of Aragonés in a little bit of a different way. Normally, it's line and ink, how Sergio expresses his art in his cartooning, his comics. Today, we're going to look a little bit more at character development and how the art of storytelling always comes down to character. And we'll look at a few comics and appreciate the drawings in there as well. What I've got in front of me here today is Groo the Wanderer, Epic number 34, 35, and 36, what I am going to call the Amulet Saga. In issue number 34, we encounter the Great Wizard's Amulet. Again, it first showed up in Epic 26. And in issue 34, Arba and Dakarbra are summoned by the Great Wizard to retrieve the other part, the second half of the Great Wizard's amulet that will make him the most powerful wizard in the world. And of course, they need Groo to find where that other half is. So they think to summon the sage, thinking that Groo will come to his rescue. They get Mulch, and Groo comes to the rescue anyway, finds the amulet. Love that Groo fish. But before the Great Wizard can use it, Mulch and Rufferto bite him on the legs. The sage grabs the amulet and wisely wishes the Great Wizard away. By the way, Sage, what is your dog's name? Mulch. In the second comic, Groo 35, Wishes, we see the sage dreaming about all the power he could wield as the possessor of the great amulet. He could be king of the village. No, king of an entire country. He could be king of the world. We see that even the sage is prone to corruption and greed. But what happens? Referrto sneaks the amulet out of the sage's satchel and wishes that it would go to Groo. And look at this wonderful drawing of Groo's little pouch and little skull there. Beautiful stuff. So throughout this whole comic, Groo wishes for good things for his friends, and he wishes that they were near him. Unfortunately, all of Groo's wishes for his friends turn out to bring them trouble. Towards the end, Groo wishes that all of his friends were with him, and in a sad moment, we learn that Groo's only true friends are the sage, Mulch, and of course Rufferto. But then Groo names his friends: Minstrel, Arcadio, Palindrome, Gruella, Taranto, Arba, and Dakarbra. He wishes they were all with him, and it's almost like he's looking at us, wishing that we were his friends. And as they appear, and they are angry with Groo, the sage tries to regain possession of the amulet, but Groo wants one more wish. What harm could there be in wishing for a ton of cheese dip? Splats! A wish is only as good as the wisher and what he can achieve. And then rounding up the trilogy, we have Groo number 36, where we really see Groo's character developed. Oh, and something I want to point out. Coloring by Phil DeWalt. Coloring by Phil DeWalt. Coloring by Phil DeWalt. I believe at this point Tom Luth was taking time to recolor, let's pull them out, all the Groo Chronicles, the original Pacific run, the Eclipse special, some of the very earliest Groo for the Groo Chronicles. So he wasn't making himself available for the monthly Groos, and Phil DeWalt was filling in. Something else that's interesting that we learn in Groo 38. Oh, wait, Tom was coloring the Groo graphic novel, The Death of Groo at this point. But who colored the covers? For those of you scoring at home, in the absence of Mr. Luth, the cover to Groo number 33 was colored by Sergio, and the covers to 34, 35, and 36 were colored by Mark Evanier. So there you go. Nice work, Mark. What's happening in Groo number 36, where we see the development of Groo's character? Well, the story starts by recapping what's going on. Arcadio is summoned just as he's about to slay his 1000th dragon. Gruella is summoned just as she's about to be proposed to by a handsome prince. All of Groo's friends show up here in rhyme nor reason and are covered in cheese dip and are facing all sorts of trouble because of what Groo's been doing. The minstrel sings all about the foolishness of Groo, and Groo kind of loses it here. Minstrel, he says, is it not bad enough that I err without you singing about it all the time? Every time I do something stupid, you are singing about it, and it seems like you are always singing. The sage pleads Groo, give me the amulet. Groo continues, always making rhymes about my failings. Sometimes I wish you would just stop rhyming. Ploof, and something happens to Minstrel. He wanders off in a little bit of a stupor as the sage tries to impart some wisdom and get that amulet from Groo so everybody can be safe. Give me the amulet, you idiot! And unfortunately, for all of Groo's friends, for the sage, for Taranto and his gang, for Gruella, for Arcadio, Groo wishes for them that they would get exactly what they want most. But of course, it goes wrong for them. Arba and Decarbra suggest to Groo, why not let us wish for what we want, Groo? And Groo says, oh, I do wish for Arba and Decarbra to have whatever they want. Ploof, they get the amulet, and they wish Groo far away. Now, Arba and Decarbra will be all-powerful, and they can use their powers for great gain, or to torment the wizards who have mistreated them. We learn that Minstrel has lost his ability to rhyme, and he despairs. Things could not be worse. And that's when Groo and Rufferto show up, causing the minstrel to despair even more. Why so sad, minstrel? Why are you not out singing some happy song? I can no longer sing, Groo. I can no longer rhyme. You cannot? Really? Really and truly? Ha ha! No more singing about when I err. But Rufferto notices what is going on. Look how dejected Minstrel is. Enjoy, Groo. It was your wish that robbed me of the one thing I had to offer the world. My life is now without purpose. Farewell. Rufferto sees what's going on. And here we have on page 14 a wonderful character transformation arc here. Rufferto looks up at Groo. Groo's looking down. Hey, this is good news, right, buddy? Rufferto does not agree. Groo notices what's going on with Rufferto. In fact, Rufferto looks a little bit sad at what's going on. You know what? This is not the best print. Hang on. Okay. Take out a good copy. Maybe it was a little bit of a bad plate here. A little bit better. This goes in the reader pile. This is where Groo changes. Do not look at me like that, Rufferto. It was not my fault he lost his poetry. The amulet did it. All right, so I did it. But he always sings about my mistakes. Is that fair? So maybe he does not deserve such punishment, but what can I do about it? I know what you think, Rufferto. I can find Arba and Dakarbra and get the amulet and undo the wish. All right, I will. Here I come, witches. I will save the minstrel's song. And Referrto says, Groo is my hero. So what's happening here? Referrto holds Groo in such high esteem. He expects more of Groo than Groo has on his own. And because of that, because of Referrto's admiration, and because of Groo's more than just fondness of Referrto, but I think we see here a desire of Groo to live up to Referrto's higher expectations. Groo rises to the occasion, Groo changes, and becomes the hero that Referrto knows he is. This change of character of Groo, but between Groo and Referrto, amazing storytelling. Thank you, Sergio, for your art of telling story. I love this. Groo is my hero. Referrto knew that there was more to Groo and better in Groo. Maybe we all need somebody like Referrto. So Groo travels to the castle where Arba and Dakarbra are tormenting Grativo. Confusing Arba and Dakarbra, Groo grabs hold of the amulet. I will have that. Groo wishes for the minstrel to get back his poetry, and he wishes for the sage because he needs the sage's wisdom. Groo knows who his friends are here. But even before the sage can get the amulet from Groo, Groo recognizes, with this amulet, I could become a king, I could become rich, I could have all I can eat. But then someone would steal it and use it for evil, then I will have to steal it back. But every evil person will want it. What to do, and without really thinking it through logically, he knows in his heart, oh, I wish this amulet did not exist. Ploof, it is gone. And Groo turns to the minstrel. I know. I did another stupid thing by getting rid of the amulet. I could have been rich. Go ahead, minstrel, sing of my stupidity. But the minstrel doesn't sing of Groo's stupidity. And the sage wisely says, usually, Groo, you do the wrong thing at the right time, or the right thing at the wrong time, but every so often you manage to do the right thing at the right time. And the minstrel sings, he rhymes, he is thankful. For me, I am contented with the gift I got from Groo, for all I want is freedom and a song to sing for you. There we go. 2 copies of a wonderful comic. Groo showing compassion and empathy and doing the right thing in almost the right way. Good job, Groo. Good job, Referrto, for compelling Groo to do what was right. Friends, I'm always thankful to you for watching my videos. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and make sure you turn on notifications so I can let you know every time I release a new video. Mark Evanier, we're thankful for all the poetry you write for Minstrel, but come on, you're coloring here? Shouldn't Minstrel's tunic be green? And I think you might have got the color wrong on Referrto's collar here. I'm not thrilled about how yellow Chical's earrings are. I'm just being pedantic. Love this stuff. See you guys soon. That's it right there. The best Groo panel up to this point. At least that's how I feel today. How about you? All right. Which one goes back in the board and bag? This one.